I feel like a lot of people fall into this trap that you have to be balanced in life, right? You have to balance your work life and your social life. But quite honestly, if you truly want to make a lot of money with anything in the world, there can't really be balance, right? Because if you want to be like extraordinary at something, you have to be extraordinarily kind of like obsessed, right? And most of the time, if you're a balanced type of guy, you're just an average Joe, right? And me personally, I am very obsessive when it comes to a lot of areas in my life, especially my work life. And I love this shit, bro. I literally sit down on my chair 10 to 12 hours a day, just working, filming, getting back to students, like all day, every day. I'm just sitting, right? And I'm working because I'm obsessive about this. I kind of look at this as like a game, and I really do slack on my life, I guess. I'm not like the most social guy. I've sacrificed a lot of relationships, both like feminine and like my boys, to pursue this full time, right? And you kind of have to not be balanced in life if you really want to make some quick cash and quick results, right? You kind of have to go all in. But one thing that I do believe here is something called counterbalance. And it's essentially when you have different phases in the year to dedicate to certain tasks, right? So obviously Q4, I was locked in, right? 3 months just sitting down, working, recording, posting everything, right? Like I'll even show you guys my fucking headset. Like this was my Q4 headset right here, completely just melted off, right? Because it was just glued to my head all day, every day. And, you know, I was very obsessive. I was only doing work related tasks, and that was literally necessary to, you know, make the most impact Q4. But now that it's January, it's kind of like downtime. We're also going into Chinese New Year. I'm actually prioritizing a lot more of like my life stuff. So I'm going back to the gym. I'm building like, you know, meaningful relationships again with like people, doing more tasks that require me to like go outside, meet new people, and just being a little bit more social. So right now I'm like in a phase in my year where I'm just really focusing on life stuff, right? Like life maxing, if you want to call it. But really, this is what you would call a counterbalance, right? Because now I'm kind of doing less work and really focusing on my life goals rather than work stuff. But you know, after Q1, maybe Q2, Q3, I'm back to work, right? And I'm going all in on work. And recently what I did, right, was I actually went to go visit my parents for 10 days, and I completely took 10 days off. And dude, I feel so much more recharged now, that it was like an amazing choice, because when you actually take time off, you're able to recharge and just not focus on work. And that would be like a counterbalance, right? Because actually taking time off is going to make you more money in the long run, because you're not going to burn out. You're going to feel a lot better when you come back in, and you're able to, again, have that longevity when it comes to working really long hours like I do. Because if I didn't take that fucking, you know, 10-day vacation, dude, I would have been absolutely cooked, and I would probably not be recording this video because I'd be so burnt out. And I know my burnout rate. Like I know when I'm about to burn out. And so when I feel that in my body, I immediately take like 3-4 days off completely, and then I get back to work, right? But it's always about just that counterbalance aspect of it, and truly just obsessing with really like what phase you're in life, right? Like right now, I'm more of like in a life phase, really just trying to increase, you know, things in my life when it comes to like my body getting back in shape, some of the relationships with my family and my friends, and overall just like focusing on stuff like that. But who knows, in 2 months I'll be back at work and just going no life with the whole organic stuff again. And that's just really how you kind of utilize that counterbalance. And so I'm going to go ahead and add this into the B tier right here.